as previously mentioned, is too damn hot. I have inadequate clothing. I cannot possibly run and do this review for you guys. I'm sorry. So I had to break from protocol and walk this entire review of Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. Now, I'm going to keep this kind of brief because there's not a lot going on in this movie. We have one of the first sequels that spends more time harking back to the previous movie. And I mean, this is more of an occurrence now with these shitty Marvel movies. But, or, you know, Resident Evil in particular. But this was kind of unusual at the time. You know, we're getting a recap at the end of the last movie. Edited for time, compressed for time, you know, as you would see on TNT's placard at the beginning if they'd showed this. And the cast is up there in big letters, but Leonard Nimoy's absent. He's the director. He must have decided, hey, I'm not in this enough to also be starring, okay? So, and I'm the director, I don't need more credit than I'm getting. Maybe that's what he said, maybe he didn't. So anyhow, we pick up, we've got the ship is down to like a skeleton crew. Kirk is given his captain's log, admiral's log, whatever the hell. He's talking about how the ship feels empty. They're coming back to Earth to port, and they get over to this giant hangar, and they go inside. They see this ship, the Excelsior. They said, hey, it's got trans-warp drive engine, it's the future, blah, blah, it's bigger than this, whatever, hell. And they're like, yeah, I think so. If my grandma had wheels, says Scotty. They're getting a bit of debriefing saying that they are not to talk about the Genesis planet whatsoever, that since they have left, it's become a political hot potato, that the Enterprise is being decommissioned. And they're like, oh, that sucks, but we want to go out there and finish this Genesis shit. Nope. I'm Commander Starfleet. Shouldn't it be Commander of Starfleet? Starfleet Commander. Commander Starfleet sounds like a name like Captain Skyhawk. It's an obscure NES game by Rare, and therefore has the same composer as Donkey Kong Country, FYI, to the two of you watching. So, we have, everybody's just kind of lazing about, but Bones, he had the chakra, as they're calling it. Remember when he said remember to him? They pieced that in, you know. That was your first little hint of sequel baiting in one of these movies, really. That they had the door open. I guess in the original cut that they gave to test audiences, they didn't have anything leading to Spock returning to life. So everybody was just pissed. So they included shots of passing on the chakra to Bones. Well, Bones is kind of wigging out a little bit, but Kirk can't pick up on the signals because he's Kirk. Spock's dad, Ambassador whatever, Vulcan, comes and visits Kirk over at Kirk's pad, his bachelor pad, let's just call it that, because it most obviously is. Hell, he's got a fireplace that is in a ramp, for Christ's sake. So he's like, hey, it's vital that you bring the chakra of Spock to Vulcan for his final rest and whatever the hell. And he's like, but I don't have this. What are you talking about? Well, let me mind meld with you. Okay, yep, it's not there. Well, let's look at some recordings from the ship, which I conveniently have on hand, and which are edited just like Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, with multiple camera angles taken into consideration, looking just like that actual movie. So let's sit down in my bachelor pad, not gay, and watch Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. That's what they do. And it shows the part where he's saying, hey, remember to Bones, and it's like, hey, we got to get to McCoy. He's going nuts. He's got Spock inside of him. So Bones has caused a bit of a stir at this bar where he's trying to get a ship so that he can go to Genesis. Even though he talked about the need to go to Vulcan. So he gets arrested. Kirk and the rest of the gang take on this Black Ops little spy mission. A little happy, you know, nobody gets hurt. Ocean's 11 tactics. They get get McCoy out. Sulu does some judo on some guard. Uhura locks a guy in a closet, beams everybody aboard the Enterprise, where they have everything set up automated, and they're going to escape the hangar. So they got to get the door open. They crack code, get the door open. Oh, at one point when they're coming in, Yeoman Janice Rand is watching. She's like in the station. Just wanted to let you know that. I don't think she was in Wrath of Khan. She didn't have any lines either. But as this goes down, they're being chased by the Excelsior, and the Excelsior's got a captain. I don't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure the guy driving the ship is Miguel Ferrer. And that his name. He recently died. He's cousin of George Clooney, father of RoboCop. He's Dr. Frankenstein of RoboCop. Well, kind of. If a producer could be a Dr. Frankenstein, you know, in the sense it was his idea. They didn't do any of the work. Well, they're in pursuit, but Scotty messed up their transwarp drive, so they're not going anywhere. Enterprise gets away. Enterprise headed Genesis, where Christopher Lloyd, I don't remember his character's name. He's an evil Klingon who talks like Christopher Lloyd and doesn't usually talk in Klingon. He got some word of the Genesis planet and security detail video on it that was given to him by his lover. Weren't they? I don't think they had multiple mates. Didn't they like basically mate for life, like allegedly humans? But she gets this stuff for him on this freighter ship, sends it to him, and it's like, oh, I looked it over. What, you looked at? Well, you know what that means? I do, my lord. Turns around and blows her ship up. Like, so you wanted someone to hand you this video without seeing it? What if it's an episode of Beavis and Butthead? That's kind of shit. So he wants the secrets to the Genesis device. He's hanging out over at Genesis. He's going to he's sent himself and some other Klingons down to the planet where David Marcus and not Kirstie Alley. Yeah, the actress got replaced. This is unusual to have somebody replaced in a role in the 80s. I kid you not. So now it's commonplace shit. How many people have played Iron Man's dad, for Christ's sake? So they're down on the planet investigating where they found this life form, and there's some bugs, and they find the burial shroud of Spock, and they're like, hey, there's no Spock, but they hear some crying in the distance, and there's a baby that climbed out of the casket evidently and shut the casket, and Spock is a baby. It's Vulcan, and he's aging quickly as the planet is deteriorating. And I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna try to give you a bit of a jog here. No one tries harder and fails more than Von Fry. Put that on my goddamn tombstone, or just put hero. So shit, here goes. Oh shit's sake. Spilt Mountain Dew on my $600 shoes that cost more than my life. For you guys, the two of you watching. So the Genesis is unstable. David's saying it's a failed experiment, but still, Christopher Lloyd, Doc Brown, whatever you want to call him, he wants the secrets, because this can change everything. It can act as a giant nuke. So what if it doesn't repopulate the planet? It gets rid of all the life on it, right? So this is going to be the new Klingon weapon. All this, we got to have the secrets. But if you're not going to turn over the Enterprise, Admiral Kirk, I'm going to kill one of these people. I'm serious, I'm killing one of them. It's like, hold on, wait. Kills David. David tries to fight the Klingon's going to stab him with the Klingon dagger, but he fails miserably because he's a doctor. Gets stabbed and killed, so not Kirstie Alley, Saavik, and Spock, growing Spock, are still alive, so he saved them. Kind of. I guess they could have kept killing him. It's like, you're running out of bargain ships. Okay, I'm turning over my ship. Get ready to beam aboard. Everybody beams out. Almost everybody on the Klingon ship beams over the Enterprise. But they started a countdown to blow it up. And I want to get a GIF of this, because it's like, this GIF is the, when you can't get to the microwave in time to hit stop before the beep. Oh, hey, the countdown's going. 9, 8, 7, 6. What's this mean? Get out of there, get out, get out, get out. Hey, that was almost a good Doug Brown impression. Hey, Marty. So, there, the Enterprise blows up. And the idea is that this is the actual original Enterprise from the first series. And, you know, retrofit and motion picture and all this. And I'm gonna stop jogging. So, what have I done? You did what you always have to do. You saved us. And, what do you mean it's possible? Whatever, you outsmarted death, blah, blah, blah. This is something that Extent Bones does. And then, they're on the Genesis planet. They meet up with, what's his ass? He beamed over there, and he's gonna get the drop on. But you know, when people materialize, you should be able to get your gun up on. But he tells him to get the gun down, and then there's an earthquake. Conveniently enough, throws him up in the air. Kirk and him fight for a bit. Everybody else got beamed aboard the Enterprise. He beamed them back as captives, but it's like, with this one guy is going to have a gun on all these people. What? It is a phaser. I mean, that's pretty scary shit. You see the way this evaporates people. It's so hot I can't even drink right. I'm like jabbing this in my chin. So, Kirk and Christopher Lloyd are fighting for a bit, and we have that going down. There's Christopher Lloyd's falling. He's like, "Give me your hand." "Nah, I'm gonna pull you down with me. I'm tired of you." Kicks him out. Whatever, makes him fall. Blah. Klingon falls into the volcano, or Earth's core, Genesis core, whatever the hell. He's not living. And then Kirk tricks the guy whose name he heard being called to transport him. He's like, "Mott, nah," or whatever, in Klingon for "beam me up, Scotty." And so he gets in there, and it's like, "Hey, you guys took over, huh? You got the gun on him, all right? How many aboard? Just him. You're gonna have to kill me. Okay, first we get out of here." So they try to figure out how to fly Klingon bird of prey, which, if I'm not mistaken, aren't these Romulan ships? Aren't Romulan bird of prey, and then Klingon got them off of him somehow in some tree, maybe, I don't know, bottom, whatever, something. So they get away from the Genesis planet as it's going down and blowing up and all this shit, and there's pretty nice explosions and stuff. And this Klingon guy's like, "Hey, you said you were gonna kill me. I lied. Take him lock him up somewhere." Guy complaining about not getting killed. They head over to Vulcan, where they're ready to do this mysticism ceremony, which is kind of weird that the Vulcans have this mysticism thing going at the same time they're talking about being all logical. So it's like their culture, there's some kind of dichotomy there. Like, is it logic or is it religion? What is this? Where do we draw the line? So they gotta take Bones onto the altar with Spock, who's now fully developed into old man Spock. And they lay them down, and then they do like a mutual mind meld thing, and then there's a ceremony, whatever the hell. Bones walks away, he's okay. Spock is walking away. It's like, in time we'll see if it's worked or not. He turns to him, he's like, "Hey, is the ship alright? Jim, I call you Jim, right?" It's like, yeah, that's it. "Hey, Spock's back with us. Yay, everybody celebrate." And so the adventure continues. Yeah, this sequel, having so much to do with The Wrath of Khan, makes it to where there's like a secret trilogy, 2, 3, 4, within the franchise, where the stories are interwoven or pick up immediately thereafter. Not really something you can dive into at any time later, like a typical Star Trek episode, but yeah, it's a little slow at times. The villain's not so great. The plot, it just seems like, hey, how much more can we try to recycle from the good movie? Quit reminding me of the better movie. This is the one that Kramer likes. But it's not complete shit by any means. It's watchable, especially if you're into Star Trek and if you love Spock. Less to do with science, more to do with, hey, okay, fine, we brought Spock back, but doesn't that diminish death? Yeah, characters do actually die in these movies. You know, big lead characters, but now you see Spock come back to life, doesn't that take away from 2 in some way? You know, I can almost say Terminator 3 ruins Terminator 2, but I know it's not made by the same people. Much of this is, and you know what, Gene Roddenberry, creator of Star Trek, he lost creative control when the first one flopped. It didn't really flop, it made enough to necessitate a lower budget sequel in which he would not have final say over shit. And because that one did good, The Wrath of Khan, now they've got a series going. But, you know, new faces each time. Leonard Nimoy's director. Leonard Nimoy directs better stuff after this. So I'll see you next time for Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Oh, Search for Spock, 2.5 out of 4 stars. Thanks for watching.